Hello, everyone, and welcome to the virtual living room. It is your girl, Lovey, back with another episode of Married at First Sight recap episode. Is this 13?
14, I think.
Yeah, episode 14. We coming around the mountain.
Fest.
Yeah, it was a slow news day. I had to force myself to sit up because I kept going to sleep on it. I was like, what is happening?
I fell asleep. I stopped and did laundry. Came back. He was still keep seeing Virginia and Eric.
And I thought it was coming to an end, and I was like, we got a whole nother hour.
Yeah.
Like,
Man.
oh my God.
It was too much.
I had to break it up. I usually would just watch it. I came in yesterday and I was like, oh, let me fold towels while I'm watching this. Yeah, no, we're going to finish this tomorrow. What else is on?
Yeah. It was slow. Well, as you can see, the gang is all here. We got Iva, Belinda, and Kenyon, the Browns. Brown, as I like to call them. And April. Hello, everyone. How's your bees? How's your week? How's your everything?
Hello.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. End of the week. Almost.
Man, one more day. Oh, that was my Nate Dogg impression.
Yes, one more day, another day that I'm not looking forward to because I have to work out tomorrow.
Ooh, that's me hitting my mouse.
I am tired. My back, my shoulders, they hurt. He worked me out.
Oh, okay.
Personal trainer.
Oh.
Let's be clear on that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Personal trainer.
Personal trainer.
I'm gonna cover my ears right now.
Oh Lord. So
that's what we call him. That's the new what we call him. Why he's a personal trainer.
Whatever. If you are on Instagram America, if you are listening or watching, Lord, that's just how
spun he got you.
Check him out on IG. Lauren with the T, Dior at IG. Check him out.
She giving them shout outs. She don't even shout out her own food company. She don't shout out none of the stuff we do. Partridge in a pear tree, but she shouting out that PT. I'm sorry, I just had to be messy.
I just know what people do with their personal trainers from what I've heard. I've never had one. But everybody had one.
Hello.
And now we won't be getting one either. We won't be getting one. Just what you know.
I'm just saying.
He is your personal trainer.
He doesn't have time. So
girl, he's training you personally.
But it's okay. It's okay. He's pretty good. He's pretty good because he works with the crib. Okay? Yeah. I got to shed this COVID weight. Got to get it off. So, yeah. So speaking of COVID weight.
Oh, Vinny.
Talk about Vinny. Don't you talk bad about my Vinny.
I like little Vinny.
I do. I love him. And please believe that me and my friend are going to the Dominican bodega next week.
Oh, okay.
We already got it on the book.
They was putting in the thing. I was like, I need a plate.
Yes. So I texted her. I was like, hey, can we go here next week? She was like, we sure can. Bet.
Where is it?
In Lawrenceville.
Oh, that's too far.
How far is that?
Yeah, how far is that to you?
To me, it's probably about 25 minutes, 30.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not bad.
An hour and 10 from us.
Well, yeah.
It is not Lawrenceville, like Lawrenceville, or like La Vista Road, Lawrenceville.
I mean, okay, hold on. Let's see.
Lawrenceville Highway, because that's not 25 minutes from you, ma'am.
Chat amongst yourselves as I chat.
We will.
It's probably about 30. No traffic.
But he was excited to be in that store. I was feeling him.
He was. I really liked that little interaction. There was only one thing that I had a problem with, and I was a little tickled with Brianna because he was really being vulnerable. He was really talking about how he wished that he wants to be the father that he never had. He talked about how they didn't have much money, all of those things. and she was listening, but I really felt like she could have hugged him. She said she wanted to hug him. I think she should have went ahead and hugged him. And I think she should have reassured him, like, you know what, babe, I'm gonna do whatever I can to ensure that we have, that you have the family that you want. And I feel like she just didn't say nothing. She was just quiet.
Well, Brianna is selfish, and we know it. Clap your hands. She's selfish.
Well, was that in the dance studio that she said that, or when was that when she was like, so when we have our kids, I don't want them to think that they have to give up on dance? When was
the
that?
ones that we gonna adopt because I'm so fine that I don't want to give birth to this baby? Those kids.
But you know what though?
Said that, I feel like
I don't think that's it. I don't. For some reason, maybe I don't know. I don't think that that's it about her, like, trying to stay fine. I don't know if it's
I don't get that either, but
I don't know if it's the blood pressure thing. I still think it's the fear. I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like
the blood pressure thing is not mentioned enough for it to be valid, because that's not what I'm hearing when you say, I don't want to have this baby. I heard about blood pressure one time, and we ain't heard shit about no blood pressure since now. So
I done brought the fan out on you, Belinda.
That blood pressure thing, you're giving us a list, and then that's what you put on the
girl.
She is. Yeah. I done brought the fan out on Belinda. Belinda done went hard on the girl. Yeah, what you think, Mr. Brown?
No, I would agree with you.
I think she's being selfish. Wow. I think the blood pressure thing, to me, gives her a valid reason, but I don't know if it's enough of a concern or an issue to be a concern. Now, I could be wrong. I'm no doctor, but she'll bring it up just to reel it back in to say, oh, yes, I do have health problems. I just think she's being scared. For whatever reason.
Yeah.
If she's scared, if she's selfish because she doesn't want to gain that baby weight, then I'm going to just say it.
I don't get that.
Yeah.
I think she's just scared.
I think she's scared, but I feel like she should have stepped up to reassure him, because he was really having a moment of saying, how he was, how they were poor and all these different things. And she was definitely listening, but I just think that was her time to really kind of be there for him, give him some hugs, reassure him. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure we have children, and she just didn't. So I was a little disappointed in that she didn't really respond how she could have.
So when does the option or the possibility of having kids get taken off of the table at 20 something? Like, you're not even open to it at all? That's what pisses me off about it.
Yes.
Well, I don't think they were there about talking about the adoption and stuff. Like, I'm with Vinny on that part. Yeah, I hadn't wrapped my head around that because I hadn't thought about that. Not to say that it's not an option, but I hadn't thought about that. But I'm with him.
Pepper should have put it out there like that
at all, because it's not like she's
far.
old. Yes, it's not like she's old enough, because I'm with Levy, like she's only 20 something. I think that maybe after they try, I'm with Vinny. Let's try it first, and let's see. And then if it's a problem, no, I'm not gonna have. I'm not gonna have that. I think a lot of the conversations that she said, which were probably in hindsight because they were in confessional, should have been said to him.
Yeah, I think that Brianna definitely, like I said before, should have reassured him. And I think she needs to say, I'm willing to, we can talk to my doctor, like, I'm gonna do whatever I can. Just like Vinny said, there's plenty of people who have high blood pressure and have children, I'm sure. Let's see what we can do. They're gonna put you on some medication, they're gonna monitor you closely, but I'm sure it's possible. But I just feel like she just doesn't say much, and I feel like that makes him feel insecure about the whole situation.
I agree.
I just feel like Vinny is doing a lot of sacrificing, and that leads to resentment later on. Like, just for now, now, you like her and you're trying to be flexible, but eventually that leads to resentment. So I gotta wake up early. I gotta, all of this stuff for you. You know what I mean? Like, what are you giving him?
Yeah, that hour was on my nerves.
Yeah.
Let
and
the man
going
sleep.
back. I don't, and I'm like, why you can't get up in the mornings if he's sleeping in on a Saturday morning? Go run your errands. Go get some groceries. Go drop off some dry cleaning. Let that man rest. Find you something to do. What were you doing before him? Why did he got to be up in your face like a little puppy? Find something to do.
Like he said, me going to bed early is not a compromise
for her.
On this sleeping late thing. That's not. And she's gonna have to get her stuff together on that front. Because again, I still think he's holding back. Like I can see him holding back. I know he has a temper, and I think he's checking it, but you can only check it for so long. And I think it might be pretty ugly because his sister was like, "Oh yeah, you got to watch out for his temper." Blah blah blah. I think it's like you can see it in him where he's trying to hold back. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I just want her to kind of give a little bit before she get everything that she don't want from him.
Yeah, because what I see from
editing, that little blank look she gives him when he says something, is that editing? Like it was like when they were sitting in a thing and it was just like and it's like with this everybody just like at a standstill, like I'm standing my ground.
That's what I was thinking about. Was it editing, or why isn't she like being more affectionate and making sure that he knows that she's present?
More than likely.
Just look like she's looking confused.
More than likely, it is editing.
It makes good TV.
Yeah,
because it has you talking.
They show edit his looks. He be giving them, boy. Don't he be giving them?
Because he's tired. He's taking a lot. Yeah, he's taking a lot, and he's stifling himself. And when he does that, and then she gives that blank look, like this is how it's going to be. I don't see how she doesn't understand that that's not fair. You know what I mean? That okay, you might have broke him, and he might wake up for you, but do you want to make him do that shit? Like, I don't want to make you do anything. Like, is he enjoying it? Because just dragging somebody along is never a plan.
I'm glad that she did clarify that she didn't think he was lazy. I'm glad that part, because I was with him. I thought, so what you trying to say, he lazy? So if you don't think that he's lazy, then why does he have to get up? This is one thing that gets me, and maybe it's just me, I don't know, but we do have a couple on the line. You don't got to wake up when I wake up. I mean, I might want to wake up and watch TV and it'll be on low enough or whatever, and I'll be like, this bother you? No, all right, bet. Or I've even gone sometimes where I'll be like, okay, if I'm watching my laptop or something, I'll put like my headphones in, but I'll still be in the bed chilling if I don't want to get up and go in the living room. You know what I mean? And he's woken up before and turned the TV on, and I'm knocked out, but I'll wake up and we watching something or whatever. Do you. Now, if we got somewhere to go together, okay, get your ass up. It's time to go. However, we are on people. Why you gotta get up
to do? Right. What do you want?
Exactly. Yes.
What do you want? Why we gotta go to sleep together unless we about to do it?
Now, what do you want?
Like if they're going somewhere, they have something to do. Okay, fine. You just want me to be up just to be up, and I'm tired.
No. That's some old grandmama. If I'm up, the whole house got to be up. Right. Everybody get up and start cleaning. What the hell? No.
Wait, what Granny say? What Granny say?
Get up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
For real. And turn on that church music and everybody got to get ready to clean. Yeah, that's one of them shits. Right. Yeah, don't nobody got time for that. Right. So, and who knows? He might get up in an hour or so.
Speaking of couples, sometimes I try to creep out the bed. Because I'd be like, oh, I can go drink some coffee and watch something stupid on TV. And then everybody waking up. No, I mean, woo-woo.
Okay.
And so they be like, oh, they up. You're like, oh, that morning quiet time, let her finally give in and have a baby. You gonna want that silence in the morning.
Wanting that morning quiet time.
She is. Because I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all with the DMX. Like, what these bitches want from a nigga. What do you want? Somebody let me know.
Where are we? If you wake me up on a weekend, that we better be going to go do something wonderful. Oh, it's about to be Saturday, fun day, the best day ever.
Right.
You better. But just to wake up and look at your ass, I know what you look like.
She never even compromised. Like she never even said what her compromise was. Like at least she could have said, okay, on Sunday it's his sleep in day. Like Saturday we'll get up and handle business together. Sunday he sleep in as much as he want. I won't bother him till he get up. It was no, she still didn't say nothing for her compromise.
And this is the second time we done had this conversation. That's what I'm saying. This child is selfish and immature. And I think that honestly, y'all giving her a lot of credit by not believing that this baby thing is not a vanity thing. I think that's very big.
I just don't see it as a vanity
thing. It's something. There's something there. It's either I don't want to give myself to a child, which I don't know because you're good with Cookie and you was good with adopting. And so what else is there left? Pain of the birth?
That scared me. That scared me. That scared the shit out of me.
If it's body, you probably should, because then you get some little hips and stuff and get your grown woman on.
Oh, Lord.
And we'll be there.
She is built like a 12-year-old boy. What we gonna let that go?
She is.
Stop.
No,
you
she is.
She had his baby.
She
is built like a 12-year-old. No, she's just slim.
Ain't no thick part on it. It's just thick. It's just simple. She ain't got a curve nowhere, honey. It's the straight road.
Okay, so here's my question. Do you think that she kind of feels because Vinny has his own business and he can work on his own time that...
But he can't.
True, because, he has clients that he has to cater to. But do you feel as though... Because in my mind... Because I work from home. So people sometimes think, oh, you work from home. It's easy breezy. You can work
but the thing that got me too was when he kept saying, I drive all day. I drive all day. I drive all day. That driving is tiresome.
It is.
Especially in Atlanta with this traffic.
Yes.
And that's I'm like, no, Lovey, that's not a good reason because he is working. He's not at home playing in front of the computer all day long. Like us, he is really working and it is physical. And he said he was tired. He don't have to say no more. He don't have to prove to her what I'm doing all day. If I say I'm tired today, honey.
I would normally believe that or follow along with you, Lovey. I see where you're going. But with COVID, mostly everybody working from home. Like I know she's not in the office right now. So that whole thought about, and I know it happens because it happens to me. Because I work from home and people think, well, you can do this, you can do that. No, I'm working. I'm working. Like, respect me while I'm working. So, but with COVID, like that shouldn't be much of an issue. She's just being selfish. And she wants what she wants.
She wants what she wants.
She does.
And
she does.
She did say, though, like Iva said, she did talk about our children. So it seems like she's trying to come around. But I do feel like when she starts saying a long, long time, actually because if you already have health problems, the older you get, it's even more hard to have children. So why would
he told her that too?
He said that. Yep.
Why would you wait? And so he kept saying like a long, long time. She's like a long, long time. His face was not feeling that.
Yeah, and that was not editing. That was definitely him.
I will say this: it could be a situation where if he doesn't feel like she's in on this kid thing, he could walk away. I can see him easily walking away because I think kids and family mean that much to him. Like it's clear.
Needs to verbalize it.
He said it though. No, he said it. And he even said it.
Oh, he's made it
He
clear.
did. Yeah. And he also said in his little confessional, this is serious because everything else is working. But if she don't want to do this kid thing, decision day come up, I might be walking away a divorced man.
Yeah.
I don't see myself at my deathbed without my family around me, and my family means my kids. He said that.
I think they need to talk to Dr. Viv, and Dr. Viviana needs to just be real straight with Brianna. Like, listen, his culture is within his culture. He wants to be the provider. He wants to have his own blood children, and sooner than later. And the fact that you have health problems, that's something that needs to happen sooner than later. And if there's something that you can't do, then that might be a decision that you may be divorced, sweetie.
I think what Brianna needs to do is come around his family more often. Because I think that's when she'll get an understanding. You'll have a true understanding of what family means to
see the kids,
the Hispanic culture. Because all it takes is for you to be around them a couple of times, and you be like, dang, I want some of this.
Eat some empanadas and tamales,
oh
and
my God.
watch all the babies run around.
COVID, they probably not gonna do that.
Oh no, honey. They
Yeah,
still
okay,
be around
that.
each other. They don't
Yes,
care.
No, why he? That's not where you at and where I'm at. That's Atlanta. They been open since Pippin's been pimping.
Oh
that is
boy.
funny.
Yeah. So
Because well, they tried to tame it down on this episode. They didn't have each person go to each person's house like they normally do. They tried to tame it down a little bit. They did more like bring pictures and do stuff like that. Because normally they go to each person's family household, and they didn't do that this time.
I wonder
Yes,
if
they
some
did.
people don't want them
No,
because
they
we
didn't.
saw.
No, they didn't. They only
They went to Eric's.
Eric's. That
Didn't
was
they go to
Claire's.
Eric's
Eric,
and
Eric's. That was
Claire's
it.
Virginia's,
and Clerics?
They went
Clerics.
to
Claire's.
Claire's. So Virginia went to the gym because her family is,
Gone.
so I think they went to the houses that they could go to. You know what I mean? Now I don't know why we didn't go see Brianna's daddy because Kenya was waiting on him.
Oh, but he need his own TV show too.
No, his TV show.
He need a script.
I'm surprised. I was surprised that they didn't go to her house. Did we see any of old girls?
I was about to wait. I was about to say because
well, that's what I got. But her parents in Alabama.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I got to say.
Let's please wait on them. I think next week we're gonna have a whole bunch of Chris and Paige because they were not even in this episode today.
I pray not.
No, it's gonna be longer.
Anyway.
I did.
What we need to see them for?
I don't know.
I'm just mad that who else? We have decision day pictures and showing them smiling and laughing at each other. I'm mad at this. Period. Like, bitch, what is you smiling with him for? He shouldn't even know you have teeth anymore. Got some tonight before. You should not show any teeth to him. You should be talking to him like Mom's Mabley. Get out of my way. Don't talk to him. Leave him alone.
I don't know. So who's next?
Speaking of family, please.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Clarification. It's 38 minutes from me. So it is a little bit longer because it's on the 3:16 end. Okay. Touche. Go ahead.
Eric, 18 minutes. The way you drive, that'll be like 2 minutes.
I mean, as long as you understand.
Yeah, we know.
I still drive like I'm in California too, Levin.
Right. When it's in you, it's in you. All right. Eric in Virginia.
Eric in Virginia.
I'm sick of him.
So
I'm going to let y'all go on and talk on him. Please talk about him.
Go ahead, Brown.
I need Wahid to go bad on him.
So here's my take on Eric. And I posted this in that group. Since he had that conversation with Dr. Pepper, I could see a little bit of a change. Not much, but I still see a lot of the condescending conversation and the finite end results. But the bottom line is she getting worse. Her reluctance to change or even admit that change should happen is a big fucking problem. No, you cannot. It's not okay for you to go out, get drunk,
he makes
and
it
spend
worse.
the night.
I
no,
feel like
it's
the way
he calling it out. He's calling it out.
In my opinion.
But her, she not ready. She not ready. As fucked up as he is, she's more fucked up. Because when your whole thing is, you can't tell me that I can't go out and drink and spend the night. Like, you telling me no is not right. What the hell are you talking about?
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She digging her heels in, like we said last week, but she digging her heels in on the wrong shit.
But the thing is, I don't think I thought that at one point, but I think she thinks this is okay. Like, I really feel like she thinks this is okay.
She's trying to fight against him. She's trying to fight against him controlling her.
That's exactly what it is, April. Because I think if he presented it, if he weren't so father knows best mode all the time, if he came to her in a more loving and in a more sensitive way of explaining how they would like for their marriage to be, she would have a greater understanding. but he's just so stern in his delivery. No, this is how I wanted it. This is how it's going to be. And he's
this
always,
is what I believe.
Yeah, and it's always the blame game.
This is what I believe.
He's never taken any type of accountability or included himself on how things could be better. It's always her.
Yeah, he's perfect.
Even him and his dog.
I hear all of that, but this girl has no clue what the hell a relationship is.
Well, who
because
does?
When you think it is, okay, number one, when you say, oh, well, my husband, he needs to give me a heads up because basically my friends come first. My going out comes first. No, your husband should come first. Two, like he said.
That is true.
Like he said, I didn't even think I would have to say, I thought it would be just an automatic norm that, my wife going out drinking and spending the night with a friend because she's too drunk to come home is something that I didn't have to say. Like I would just imagine that, and that's normal. Each of y'all, all three of y'all, all four of y'all know if you're married, you're coming home.
Whether in an Uber.
You got to come home. Uber, even if you get too drunk and you can't drive, guess what? I'm coming to get you.
But
his tone is wrong.
Come home.
His tone is absolutely wrong.
His tone is sending her in the opposite direction.
It is.
He
should have. Why he didn't listen to her dad? Why he didn't listen to her? Did y'all hear what her dad said? Her dad did say one pertinent thing. You have gotten further than other people have. However, she wants to do what she wants to do. You have to listen to her.
And again, the fact that he has gotten further than anybody tells me she has never been ready for a relationship.
Nope.
She is not ready for one now.
Because she ain't seen one. She's not.
I think she's not ready. She thinks she's ready because she wants something to ground her. And we said that last week. Like, I think she has the desire to be with someone to make her feel whole and make her feel like she has a family because she's had so many twisted and messed up relationships and examples. But the way he's trying to come at it is wrong. Like they could totally work, I think, as a couple, but the way he is addressing the things that she does wrong, he's too absolute. Like you're doing exactly what she's fearful of, saying if you don't do this, then I'm out.
Then I'm out.
I'm out. Everything is I'm out. And she's already feeling insecure about someone leaving her or the relationship being bad or whatever. And he's making it worse. And so I feel like if he could address it differently, not to say to her the way what she's saying is wrong. It's not wrong because it is. The spending the night, the partying, all that, she needs to bring all of that down. But there's also different ways to address that without trying to control someone.
Y'all giving her way too much credit.
No, because I agree with what Wahida said, but I also agree that she should have been on like the Naked at the Beach show. She should have been on something on MTV, not on Lifetime, Temptation or whatever. Right. She should have been on one of them. She could even been on fucking Flavor of Love for all I care.
Not Flavor.
Just not.
That's what she be in Flavor.
Just that's not this. She need to be somewhere where you can drink and party because it's a whole frat party to her. But I'm also thinking, like Wahid said, she didn't have the family part. Her friends, if he needs to read between the lines, her friends are representing her family because she made them and she doesn't want to let them go. That dog that she has is representing her family, and that dog helped her through dark times. So she's not trying to give any of that up. She doesn't even want to give up her apartment to live where he lives. She wants him
to for security.
Exactly. It's for security. I want you to sell your whole house and then move where I want to move with you. Come on, Bubble, you're doing too much. But do I understand what she's saying? I understand.
Yeah, I get all of that.
Now.
I get all of that. She ain't ready.
And clearly,
no matter how sweet he talk or come at her, it would be better, but she still would not be ready because she's not. Because the one thing y'all are missing is she's not ready to change. Saying it and showing a glimpse that she's ready to change would be one thing, but she's not ready to change. So regardless of what he does or what he says, it would still be an issue with her because she's not ready. So until she's ready, she's gonna always have this problem. And that's why she's not gotten far with anybody before, to me.
Well, how old is she though still? How old is she?
Like 26.
26.
She's 26. She's not there. She's not 26. Was I dating somebody at 26? I was probably dating a couple of people at 26. Let's keep it all the way funky. But I was happy. I was cool, you know, no attachments because that's I wasn't gonna go on no dating show at 26. I'll tell you that much. Like
I was like, I'm surprised. It seems like this show itself just should be for people that are a little bit older because you're like, at 26, why would I go on a show for them to find me a husband? Hello. Like, what's the pressing issue in my 20s?
Hello.
Did you give yourself enough time to date and go out there and find somebody of your own? As opposed to, let's go in here and manufacture something.
Because you know what you want. By the time you get in your 30s, you've already messed up enough to where in those 20s. So by the time you hit 30 and up, you're like, okay, now I know exactly what I don't want and what I do want. And so you can be able to fill out that questionnaire. All the way real to say, I'm not going to say I could tolerate smoking because if he light up that cigarette,
there you go.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to tolerate none of that stuff. I'm not tolerating the dark, all the different stuff that you think.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that'll be okay. No.
First of all, 26. You know, by my age, we had there was no really 4 years left. It was 5 years of college, depending on what else you want to do, maybe 6 or 7, depending on what you want to do. You just get out of school. You know, you've been on your job for a while. You still out here chilling. You know, give yourself like some break. Why would you want to hurry up and try to rush? And she would want to do that when she is on the downslope of partying. She's still in the upswing, which is also going to get me because she's going to hit that moment that Jake hit in a minute because her friends are 26 and 27 too. They are about to start dating up and pairing up, and her ass going to be sitting in the corner by herself.
With a drink.
With a drunk, hell.
Well, some folk, everybody doesn't wait to get married. A lot of folks get married young and are happy with that because that's what they want. So just because she's young,
I got married at 26.
Just because I got married at 24. So just because she's young,
I got married young too.
Doesn't mean you can't be ready for all of it.
Okay. Yeah, this is the thing though. We all talk about we got married. Clearly, we not in those marriages no more.
Damn, wait a minute. We not helping the point because all of us divorced or something during
well, so, yeah. But for her, if 26, 36, 37, if you don't mature, because it's not even about age, she is emotionally and mentally immature.
Say it again.
Very immature. Well, I'm gonna take my ball and I'm gonna do this. Or I'm gonna just dig in and say, no, I don't want to breathe just because you told me I need to breathe. Like, you sound dumb as hell. And again, it's emotional immaturity and it's mental immaturity. And she is not ready for marriage. She shouldn't be on anybody's dating show. She shouldn't. She should.
She should be on a straight hookup show.
She should be in somebody's meeting is what she should be.
She should be on World War Challenge.
She should be in some therapy.
She needs to be on somebody's couch.
She does.
Laid out.
She does need to be on somebody's. She does. Because she clearly.
She, Haley, and Clara.
Oh my God. I can't even. Oh, first of all.
Haley need what Chris getting. Haley need an ass whooped.
Haley,
you know a whole bitch.
Okay,
are we done? Are we done?
Wait. I was about to say one thing, and before we go back to, because I'm with you on Haley. I can't wait to hear what y'all got to say about Haley. I want to be Haley and her mama.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm glad her mama had her anyway. So with Virginia now, when Dr. Pepper talks about picking your person apart, what she was talking about Haley and them, she should have applied that to Virginia too,
Virginia.
because Virginia is now starting to pick apart, because now it's, oh, well, you know, I got your mama on speed dial. I got your sister-in-law on speed dial. Do you talk to any of my people? Oh, well, I was so concerned with us getting together, which, Eric, that was bullshit. I was so concerned with us getting together and making sure we were correct. I didn't want to, you know, I forgot about them. Okay, so that's rude, because I'm pretty sure that you were probably key in giving
why she has their numbers. Yep.
Hello, and you know, giving the numbers and be like, did you call my mom? Did you talk to my mom?
And I think that's what's going to be a problem. He wants her to fit into his cookie cutter life.
Yes.
And that is not what she's a wild child. She's a wild child. She's a wildflower. She don't want to fit into that cookie cutter life that he got.
I believe that another reason why he didn't reach out to them is because they are not worthy of him. Because your family got a little change, and you saw her people, and you were like, I don't need to interact with them people. I done picked up that little ragged daughter, and I'm gonna fix her and make her what I want her to be. But y'all ain't good enough for me to talk to you. And I don't think
they've been divorced and they've been whatever. Because they've been divorced and they've been this and they've been whatever. I'm feeling that.
He judged the shit out of her whole.
Well, let me ask y'all this.
I'm feeling that.
Let me ask y'all this. How often does she talk to her parents, her family? Like, I don't get a sense that she talks to them a lot.
Her sister, she does.
Okay, her sister, she does. I've heard her mention her sister quite a bit, but not talking.
I've heard the sister and the dad. I've heard her say the dad too.
So more than the mom.
Stepmom that came to the dress fitting, right?
Exactly.
Come to the wedding. Their parents weren't even going to come to the wedding, so it's clearly a problem there.
So I'm not sure why you would press upon him to talk to your family when you barely talk to your family.
But maybe the sister though. The point is
a little bit when you come to me, I'm worth something.
I get that. And
that's probably what he did. He's like, look, you're going to get to know my mom, and then they're going to tell you where to shop and get your hair done and do everything so you can fall into this little Stepford wife.
I told y'all in the beginning. Say it again. I told y'all when we first started this, the first episode or second episode, I kept saying, hey, she is going to be in Betty Ford like a mug, because she's going to be dressed up, looking like Betty Rubble and Wilma Flintstone with the little pearls. She's going to be handing out the hors d'oeuvres with the little rubles. She's going to be handing out the hors d'oeuvres because she's going to be trying to help his people come over when they had the little parties. And she's going to be in the kitchen drinking her martini and sloshed as fuck because she's going to be unhappy. And
looking like
gonna be
a sister-in-law.
Man, looking like Stepford.
Okay, because I believe that's what happened to the sister-in-law.
Yeah. The sister, and I was like, oh, they done Botox the shit out of her for one, because her face was shiny and tight. But she is mormatized, honey. She probably came in party girl too, and they like, okay, you want party girl because she fun, but we're gonna straighten her up and clean her up and make her into what we want. And the sister-in-law, them faces she was making, she was like, his brother doesn't either. His brother isn't going to go for that. I was like, oh yeah, you waiting for these cameras to go off so you can tell the truth about this damn family.
I think that Virginia really wants her family's approval. It's almost like in her mind, I feel like because the family has been so screwed up, she's trying to figure out a way to fix everything. And so maybe by connecting Eric and the family, you know what I mean? Like that would either get their approval because they wouldn't feeling the whole situation in the first place. I don't know. I just feel like she's wanting some kind of connection that is not happening. That's why she was getting frustrated.
I think the very big part of her even being on this show is wanting what her sister has. I may not be gay, but I want that life that my sister has with the kids and the spouse and we went through all of this trouble to have these babies, and it's pretty. You know what I mean? It's just a nice life. She wants that fairy tale. So she's like, all right, I'm gonna jump on this show and find somebody, and we're gonna get this party started.
So I'm gonna tell you her problem. She wants to be married, but she don't want to be a wife.
Oh, say it again. Oh, that hurt.
That is that.
Damn.
She doesn't want to do
for the security.
Right. She doesn't want to be a wife in the sense of you find somebody that you both submit to. And so his problem is he wants a wife, but not a partner. Like he doesn't want someone where he can submit to her. and she submit to
I'm
him.
In charge.
He's looking at it. And I will tell you this. He's looking at it from what he probably knows, because I'm sure this is how his dad is. You know,
say it again, Brown.
Here's the kicker, though. Here's the kicker.
He's looking at it from what he knows, because what was his favorite sign? What I'm used to, what I'm used to, what I'm used to.
Well, and that's all of us. All of us, we, you know, either emulate or go the opposite of what we know.
Exactly.
If it was good, we emulate it. If it was fucked up, we usually go the opposite or try to. But here go the kicker. He's what he's not realizing is he can do what his dad did, but mama run the show.
Pretty much.
His mama run the show.
Don't she?
All the way. His daddy might make the money and, you know, does all of this and that, but she runs everything. His mom sets the
tone, but his dad was a whole lot lighthearted than him and mom. I think the dad was way more, you know, personable than any damn body I've seen in their family. If I was her, I'd be calling my father-in-law every day, "What's up, Pops?" Because
I don't even remember him.
I don't even remember his dad.
He didn't even leave an impression on me. I don't even remember him.
We saw him get the Shelby and this and another. When he walked up and saw that little drunk ass girl, he was here for it. Yeah. He didn't turn up his nose like the mom and them did. He was probably like, "Oh, she like my family." You know what I mean? Like, I think that she maybe, I think he probably she could probably relate to the stepdad the dad a little bit more. I think all that bougie stuck upness come from the mom.
That southern stuff. So I say what I say from the beginning. They can definitely work, but they need some really strong, intense counseling. And I think they can work, because at the core, I do think they love each other. I do. I think they love each other. They got to get out of each other's way.
Because he's gonna have to bend and change some of his thought process.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Everything has to go his way, and she gonna have to do the same thing. And unless they both bend, I don't see how it's gonna work.
Yeah, they are. Now, that's why I say they got to go through counseling, and both got to, you know, make some concessions and make a change.
She letting her anxiety get to her too much, because if I tell you every conversation they have, she end up crying, and that's starting to get on my nerves a little bit. Yeah.
She's tired though.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna put it out there.
She's being completely reprogrammed. She's being completely reprogrammed. So I sometimes I just be like, let up. Like, yeah, I don't know.
See, I think she would do that. I think she does that anyway.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think she does that anyway. But all right, moving on.
Okay, so was anybody else a little underwhelmed at the parents' home?
His parents, I wondered if they had some land. Was it a fly-in neighborhood?
I don't know, but I was like, this cannot be their house. I was like,
I think I might have fell asleep on that part.
You talking about Eric's family, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I wondered, I was like, maybe it looks like that because it might be a fly-in neighborhood. Like, we got one up the street, and instead of garages, they have like little hangars for their planes. And most of the houses are a little underwhelming. It's maybe a couple in there that are nice.
Well, it's an older neighborhood.
Yeah, well, that's what theirs would be. I think that could have been what it was. So I knew. Now they Southern, so you didn't expect them to have a house look like they in Buckhead, do you? They in Coweta.
Yes. Because I was like, they in Coweta.
But they probably sitting on 15 acres.
They probably got a lot of land.
Yeah,
that's some old money over there.
I'm with you, April. That's old money.
That's some old tight money.
Yeah, that's what I said. It might be a flying neighborhood. I'm sure it's a flying neighborhood. They definitely want to bring their plane home.
Yeah, he was flying for Eastern Airlines, so he been flying a long time.
Pan Am. Daddy, we're Pan Am.
I was bored during that whole meeting at his house.
Yeah.
Boring.
The first thing he wanted to do was show her all the things that he used to do and show you, let me show you, this is how I used to do this. My mom, we did this. Okay, so you're trying to drill the kid thing into her. Got you. Did you say anything about her when she was playing basketball? She was whipping your ass? You didn't say anything about that.
Yeah, she was in her zone.
Oh, yeah, she was. I was happy to see
I said I like to see her. She wasn't drinking during the basketball.
It's about to be the first time that she hadn't been drinking.
The basketball explains a lot. For one, I think the basketball is going to explain why it's going to be hard to change her. I think that the basketball explained why she get along with guys more. I see a lot of that. I think that could have been where she found her strength for her to do her own thing. So I was happy to see her with the basketball thing, and she knew what she was doing out there. I was like, okay.
She definitely can play better than Chris. I can tell you that right now. She can play better than Chris. His goofy ass. She definitely can.
I actually felt sad for her when she said her parents didn't come to her senior night. Like, oh, that's terrible. And I feel like because of that, Eric seems like he's starting to be a little bit more understanding, but I think he really needs to be a lot more understanding of her background.
You're dealing with somebody that's a little damaged.
And while she's fearful.
Yeah. It's just so foreign to him, though, because he probably had mama, daddy, grandma, granddaddy, everybody, everything.
He said everybody. He did. He said it. He did it. We had three changes. We were a travel baseball team. They were there for every game. You see, she started crying when he was talking that shit.
And he didn't understand what
came to your game.
I understood.
His white privilege. His white privilege was right there.
It's just it's different. But I will say this, if all I hear is, and I'm assuming that she has not painted her parents in a very great light. So if this is all you've done and all I've heard, then I'm not gonna jump to connect with them.
Like, well, I'm talking to these people.
You're teaching him how to treat them.
Exactly.
But if he wasn't so arrogant, he would still come through and say, I'm going to respect them because they're your parents.
Yeah.
Lord knows this situation, Lord, just praise God for deliverance because I have been delivered. But this is so, I know because I was there. Let's say that in so many ways. I was so there. I can relate with this relationship more than anyone. Now, I wasn't a drunk party girl. That part was missing. But a lot of their interaction is something that I experienced, and I completely get it. And the reason why you're probably right. He probably doesn't meet her family because he has dismissed them from what she's told him. So then, just like she's taught him how to treat them.
Yeah.
So, anywho, let's go on to.
Well, I will say this. I can relate to how your significant other wants you to be in constant contact with their family because the dearly departed. He when we first got together, he was like, "You need to call my mama." I'm like, "What I need to call her for?" Just call her.
She's sick.
Right. What's wrong?
It's her birthday.
Right. And then it became like a everyday thing. You need to call my mama. I'm like, why do I? Because he used to talk to her 3 and 4 times out of the day, every day.
And so you're supposed to too.
Right. And so I was like, in my mind, I don't know that hoe. Well, I gotta call her.
Is that what you thought? Girl, don't talk about the bereaved on the mama like that.
Well, no, I love her to bits now. You know, we talk all the time now, but I was just like, I don't get that. Why I gotta be in constant contact with her? I don't understand. I had to ask my auntie, do you talk to your mother-in-law every day? And she was like, no, why is he asking you to do that? And I'm like, I was like, okay. But it wasn't a hard no. I was like, okay, well, you know, if she's important to you, okay, well, I'll give it a shot.
And you know what, though? That brings up what Dr. Pepper was saying. They needed to sit down and come up with what their expectations are for the relationship. And she could have said what she wants for their relationship, right? And she could have said, well, this is what I would like, and he could say what he likes, and they could form something together. And if you want me to call your mama, I don't mind. I actually get along with both of my mother-in-laws, the old one and the new one, and we cooler almost than they are with their sons. If you want me to be friends with your mama, fine. If that means something to you, fine.
Because mamas like us.
They need to sit there and they need to come together and talk about what each person expects from their relationship, what they want. But he didn't seem very open to that.
I think she tried to do that, and that's when he came with it's me, and this is what I'm used to, and this is what I'm used to, that shit. And that's what, she started crying again. Yeah.
Everybody just crying. But yeah. So I can relate to that. So are we going to Haley?
I'm so sick of Haley crying. Why you crying? Why are you crying?
She ain't cry this week though. She clowning. If
she was looking like she was about to cry.
Hey, if she bucked and her mama support her, I will.
Her mama stank. That's what she did.
I will give some credit. I will give some credit because that is your mama. So yeah, mama be on my side. However,
mama wrong.
However, your mommy, you don't even know. And keeping it funky, if you spent $800, first of all,
why are we spending $800?
Yeah, why are we spending $800?
He was trying to impress.
He was trying to. No, I was with Dr. Pepper, like, he was trying to show how dedicated he was into the relationship. But I was a little nervous about the $800 trinket as well. However, but still, period. If the shit was $25, he gave it. Mommy, send me the bracelet back. Or give me the bracelet. You know what I mean? Like
they 2 hours away. Let me meet you halfway, dog.
Like April, no.
Like he said, $10 shipping. $10 shipping. Come on now.
Right, and the mama was willing to overnight it.
Right. Her mom is just fucking trash.
Yeah.
She is trash.
Yeah.
She is trash. Haley trash. They country ass trash. And they Alabama fans, so they trash you for that. Now she was like, but what about the hat I gave you? I don't want to wear no fucking Alabama hat.
$20 hat, $800 bracelet.
Right.
That ended up being on her damn thing. That shit was hella funny though. He left that shit on the counter.
But at least he brought it. He brought it to the apartment.
Oh, he did, but he was being petty when he gave it back to her. He was being petty when he gave it back to her.
So I wouldn't wear hats. That personally.
He don't wear hats.
But you gotta put this bracelet on, or at least have it in your possession.
Like he said, at least
I don't wear hats, but I wear your shirts. I wear all your shirts. But now you want to be mad because I want to wear click clacks to the batting cage.
She, just like Dr. Pepper said, everything she was bringing up was very superficial. She didn't have no real reason for why she didn't like this man. She's just trying to pick him apart, and she's gonna be a bridesmaid for the 100th time.
When you say, well, why don't you just be comfortable? Well, I am comfortable. This is what I'm comfortable in. Then that's it.
That's it. That's it.
This is his style of dress.
His feet hurt. Right. And he had on them damn cowboy boots. Them damn cowboy boots. You see, he been walking hella 100 miles in them shits. They was talking on the bottom. Them cowboy boots is no less than $300. If he want to go outside and kick shit and do whatever in them cowboy boots, then that's a little personal thing that I'm gonna laugh at him. My baby is in them damn cowboy boots, and we is at the damn batting cages. Baby, just whatever.
Right.
Just laugh at the nigga and
reason to divorce. That's a reason to divorce.
Honestly, I would be willing to change if you weren't a bitch. So if you weren't such a bitch towards him, that he just like he wore them old picnic shirts, he would wear some tennis shoes. Buy some. You supposed to make
all this. He said, "I don't like tennis shoes." So then I'm just gonna clown him. That's fine. But you wore my shirts. And keeping it funky, I could have sworn that was one of the shirts at the batting cages. One of her shirts.
He been wearing stuff.
He been wearing her stuff.
Right. He could have been wearing his 80s stuff that he liked to wear, and he been wearing her stuff trying to impress her. And she still ain't happy about it.
So you've been wearing click clacks with your 80s and your acid wash shit, right? And in boots. That's what I'm saying. So that's why he don't got a lot of stuff to do with his money, because he made his whole backyard into a friggin' beach.
And what, Belinda?
You got a beach, bitch.
Got a beach, bitch. Down by the beach. So he got a whole beach in his backyard. He wears cowboy boots, which anybody who knows cowboy boots are not cheap. And he bought an $800 bracelet. $800 he don't even know.
He don't even know you, and he bought you the $800 bracelet.
Girl, senior IT analyst, senior.
Well, that
and she was ungrateful.
The fact that you didn't even have enough respect to bring the bracelet with you, that lets me know everything I need to know about you personally. Like not even as a wife, just as a person.
But Brown, I told you why. I told you why it was where it was.
He brought it up several times. That means go get that bracelet.
He brought it up several times.
Make it right. Make it right.
And then when she said, when he got me this bracelet, however much it costs, bitch, you know how much it costs, because I know how much it costs.
Girl, wait. I thought
Well,
her mama was going to say, oh, girl, you better go get that bracelet. Her mama was terrible. Her mama was like, well, let me bring it back to you then so you can give it back to him. What? I was
don't
shocked.
give a gift if you aren't ready to give it. He was ready to give it and gave it. Y'all just trashy as shit. I was mad as hell at her mama.
I was mad too.
Like for real, I was mad as hell.
I want to know, is the mama married? Is
probably
she married?
not.
Probably not.
Probably not. She probably got on her bridesmaid's dress for the 100th time too.
No, isn't she? Didn't she have parents?
I heard Haley say a stepfather, but are they still together? Is the question.
Right, that's the question.
The stepfather.
Ooh, y'all clowning.
And then the thing about Haley is, it does seem like she doesn't have a lot of discipline. Because while he's talking about diva, I laid on the side of the pool. I didn't put the hat on, and that's what you chose to tell him. To me, that spoke volumes. That goes to show that you don't bend, don't flex, and nobody's ever made you do anything. Nobody's made you conform. That's why your ass now sitting up here acting a fool with this man.
Well, she need to be on the couch too.
That's what you choose to tell him about yourself. Like when somebody said, "Tell him something," you said, "At 4, I didn't put a damn helmet on my head,"
and they didn't make her. So that's another thing. Because your parents are supposed to guide you. They do let us have our diva behavior because I'm a diva or something, but I mean, that shit came later. I wouldn't dare do some of that shit that they do now in front of their parents. You know, my mama would have backhanded me. Look,
and to this day, her stank behind, he still want her. If she said that she wants to be with him, he would still try to be with her. He wants to try to make it work to this day. And she picking him apart.
Attracted to her. He finds her very attractive.
I'm sorry.
But I think her, I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences, Jacob. Right. I see when he put that hat though on her, that was his, here you go, your hat, bitch. This is my part of Deuces, right? I started hearing the little violin because it's you know.
But you know what? Tell your mama to give me my damn break. She felt the way because you see that attitude. The attitude she called her mama. She called her mama like, give me that bracelet so I can get. I'm not gonna put it on his dresser. I'm gonna give it back to him. I was like, okay.
That's gonna be the bonus thing you ever did, Heifer. All I heard, what I'm telling you, when they get ready to do decision day, I'm playing Boys to Men End of the Road for their ass. I can't wait because it's about to be the end of the road. I'm so sick of her. I'm so sick of it. I need Jacob and Henry to like kick it together, find each other, and go find some chicks. Because Jacob and Henry would actually be like a cool little crowd. They nerdy asses.
Well, all Jacob got to do is just fuck with all of Henry's friends. Because Henry got all the hoes hanging around.
You sure right. You sure right.
So Jacob just need to stand around and catch him as a wingman.
Jacob, you know how many girls gonna be right up in that house? Girls gonna be right up in that house on the beach and not.
Oh, you know his DMs are off the hook
down by the beach.
You know who would be what they should just go ahead and do is him and Clara should just sneak on off. She already given head, and
Lord,
no, we know she does that well. We know that happens, and we already know Jacob. He gonna serve some dick. He's proven that.
No, so he ain't serving it too well. He ain't serving it that well because he was serving it well.
Well,
I don't think Haley's no good judge. I'm not taking.
Yeah, I'm
not buying shit.
I'm thinking it's subjective. So I would say that. Yeah, Haley doesn't know what she wants because I'm
Clara can move.
I'm not buying shit. Haley
telling. Turn the dog. They just
and
need to
they
go ahead
already
and switch
organized. Right, Brown? She could go in there and organize his ass. Exactly. He already organized. They're probably dry, but I bet you when he love her, he gonna tell her.
He'll tell her I love her. He gonna tell her. He gonna tell it quick.
Man, because I'm so tired of Clara. First of all, she needs to go to the hair shop. I'm tired of that color on her and her skin tone. She has red undertones. Because every time she cry and then she wear them black ass lashes and that one B ass eyeliner, that shit is on my nerves. With that fucking hair. She looking like Blondie from back in the day.
You said she does makeup, remember?
Well, where? Because she needs to do it on the show. Because and then when she be putting her hair in these little Pippi Longstocking, these parts down the middle and these little rolls and shit. What the hell are you? It's like you don't know what to do with your hair. So it's like either she has like I've been holding in. It's like she either has pieces and they stringy. Her hair look like rats been sucking on it, and you just don't
Oh Lord! Oh my God!
I'm sorry. That was an old country saying.
Oh.
My mama used to say to us.
Wait, who we talking about here? We talking about Claire and Ryan, or we still on Haley and Jacob?
Well, if you're gonna talk about Claire, then you need to talk about her man hair and his mustache.
Okay,
and his big old booty. Why is his butt so big?
Okay, Lovey, I got it. Let me tell you this.
Hey,
Let me tell you this.
Ryan do got a girl booty. Ryan got his mama hips and his mama booty. He definitely
you know
his booty sits straight on his back.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
You cannot unsee it.
He can't even work that shit out. When you trying to work that shit out, you just keep making it plumper, poo.
Yeah, I see a manly woman every time I look at him. Man.
So are we on to Clara and Ryan now?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I crossed the line. I crossed the line. I apologize because it's just something about Claire and her. She just, it's like when I look at her, it's like
you looking at the trailer.
Oh, major trailer. She is, and it's like
she needs a little bit of a makeover.
But it's the blonde.
When I look at her, I find it hard to believe that she dated black guys. Like I don't see, like, who are these people?
Did she say black guys?
Yes.
Yeah, she did. I don't find that. That's one thing I don't find hard to believe. What I would find hard to believe is that she had that hair color dating black guys. Because somebody gonna be like, you ain't going outside with me like that. Because she's too washed out until she started crying. Then she gets red, like she's sunburnt. Then she got one B or one lashes, and then she got this dark ass eyeliner up under, and then she always crying, so her shit is always smearing. And then she don't even wear no lipstick or nothing. It's like she like flushed out, and then she be, what the fuck did she have that little? She looked like Peggy Sue got married. Why she had that little 50s little thing? I thought she was
Christina
from Happy Days.
Maybe that's a flight attendant thing because Christina did it too. Y'all remember that? Because we talked about it then too.
So did we decide?
Why did she put why she put the? Yeah, Ryan hell.
Oh yeah, he a virgin.
Ryan is
he been saving himself for marriage because he's a pastor's kid.
Ryan is that it? That's what we going with, April.
Yes, because Ryan is the girl in the relationship, and what's her name is the dude, because she like, I'm trying to hit and get it over. Stop putting the pussy on a pedestal. And then he's like, well,
no, that's because ain't nobody been putting hers on the pedestal. They been just banging her out, and now she don't know what to do. Okay,
right.
That's how we know she's been dating black guys.
She's been used and abused.
She has.
So y'all really telling
me? And she said that sex is just sex because that's what you get. You know, that's what they've been giving. Guys have
like a rag doll.
I mean, I dig it. I dig it to a certain point because I know she's damaged and I feel it. But I'm at the same point, maybe, but I'm also like 10, 15 years older than her, to where, like, let's do an icebreaker, dude. Like, I mean, so I can't hit like at all, you know.
He's a virgin. Be gentle with him.
You don't gotta say I love you. I mean, I'm not trying to be a hard actor, but you don't gotta say I love you to hit, and we right here. You know what I'm saying? It's just a deeper connection when we love each other. But can I test it out because I'm already tasting it?
You telling me that throughout this episode you didn't pick up what we discussed last week? I know you did, Kenya.
It's just the look. Just the look. That's a dude. He's a dude. He's a cis
that is a man.
Oh, Lovey.
He's a
Lovey. He's like, if you don't, if we don't, we can do everything. But Ryan and Ryan. Ryan and Ryan.
There ain't no way she
Ryan and Ryan.
She ain't blowing him off, and then she don't know whether it's a real one or a fake one. Now
she knows.
You think she know, and she like, I'll take it anyway?
Yeah, we said that. Well, me and Kenya, we said that she just wants a healthy relationship, and if that's how it has to come, I don't think she would be opposed to it.
Oh my Lord, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Only because he keeps talking about kids like way too much or whatever. But when he went to go see her mom, and girl, shut up. When he went to go see her mom, I'm gonna hurt you. when he went to go see her. I'm trying to ignore y'all so
Belinda need to go to the corner. Belinda need to go to the corner.
For real. You are hella on timeout. Because that shit popped in my head and I saw it. And I'm like, oh. I saw them rubbing his belly.
Oh my Lord! And
his butt is big though. He can't even front on that.
So the baby could sit. His hips gonna spread though. He really gonna be back in the gym.
And he's so petite.
Oh my Lord! Y'all need to stop. Leave that man alone. He's a virgin, just like Iris, and he don't want to give it up. Okay.
But
here's what's gonna happen.
I think he would even get rid of Iris because Iris wasn't even sucking. So.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Him and
Iris need to get together, and they could experience it together.
He'll leave Iris because, like I said, Iris wasn't even sucking. He's one of them. Like if he was a girl, he'd be like, we can do butt stuff, but we can't do. That would be him.
Yeah.
Here's what's going to happen. He's waiting to have sex and say love. Kind of pull that whole emotional thing into it. She's never had emotional sex. So when they
guys do that, they get emotional.
Yes, guys do.
I've had somebody make me wait.
Guys do. So when they do have sex, it's gonna be new. It's gonna be new for him physically, and it's gonna be new for her emotionally because he's gonna be into it. So they are both going to be hooked.
This is what's going to piss me off is if they finally have sex and this fool is a short man. Because I would turn around and if I were Clara, I would pray for her and pray for her tongue because I know she'd be like, holla. I know you lying. I ain't waited.
Well,
this is what you're doing.
Him, so he should be fine.
He should last, right? But we don't know how long. I'm with you. She been priming him. But still, hey, keeping it funky. We not trying to be dirty here. Close your ears, Brown. But it is a different feeling from the mouth. The mouth. I know, but I'm saying, but the mouth to the cootie coo, it's different,
It's gonna be grand opening, grand closing.
With his big old booty.
I think it's gonna
right. And since he got a big old booty, I don't think
it's gonna be different for her because she's never had sex with somebody that's emotionally engaged and involved in it. And that's gonna be different for her. And she's gonna be hooked. She's gonna be hooked.
They might both be hooked.
Yeah, they both will be because physically for him, it's gonna be new, but for her, it's gonna be on a whole emotional level that
maybe
he's never had.
The trailer white girl because the black girl might not have been dealing with all that
at all. I feel like Keith was the one that was with Iris, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's too much pressure. I'd be looking at Ryan like, I'm good because
the black girl might have been like, I'm good.
Yeah, I need you to. I'm cool with like walking you through it, but if you about to be clingy and shit like a cat now, I'm good.
Not like a cat.
I don't want to. And I see him kind of be like, kind of on her, and she kind of might be like, if he's whack, you gonna have because he gonna have to work at it because he don't got no skill. And how old is he? You too old to not have like no skill. All you know how to do is lay there and get taken.
No, he's not 30 yet.
He's like 29.
28.
I'm telling you what's gonna happen. They're gonna stay together.
They are. What are their ass?
They're gonna be just fine. They're gonna be fine.
But you know what though? I think he waiting to find out about the religion part because his mama, she and daddy don't play when it comes to that religion part. He got black parents. And so Clara was kind of, on the fence about what she want to do. And he don't seem like he was too cool with that in regards to raising children and all that. So I think
once he talked to her mama, once he talked to her mama, no, but once he felt better about her mama,
he felt better about it.
Right, but her mama definitely made him feel better, but that doesn't mean that she's on board with that.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine. He gonna give her that religious injection, and she gonna be fine.
A religious injection. Let's just hope that he's willing to learn. Because I can imagine her being like, so, you're going a little fast. You'd be like, sure. Maybe try to give him feedback, like, you can do, if you slow your stroke
like,
a little bit.
Slow down. No, he seemed like he's gonna be a rabbit to me. I'm not gonna even go there.
Yeah, to me too. I was just like, it's gonna be bad when it does happen because it's taking way too long.
But they asked her, like, if he did it tonight, would you want to? I think for me that would have been a valid question. I'd be like, keep your old stinking ass little penis.
He didn't say nothing. He said nothing.
And little penis is the operative, because I think with his booty,
it's obviously not too little because she been giving him head and she hadn't had no issue with that.
Sir.
What that mean?
Sir. Thank you, White. Sir, you're out of your depth. I'm gonna please ask you to not.
Most women are gonna be like, "Oh, it was so little, I didn't even want to." No,
right? If it was too little,
like it was too little, she wouldn't want it. Like she's seen it, she knows.
Right.
That's what you're saying,
right?
Or could it be that she just hasn't had any in a long time, and she'll take whatever she can get?
And that's her husband.
She done had it. Trust me, she's not one that it's been 3 years now. She was getting beat into the mattress.
She been doing it. She
been getting beat into the mattress.
She said somebody else wasn't
right before the show. You say that.
What?
Why did they make this girl a hoe?
I didn't say she was a hoe.
You done said she was mattress manny or something.
Mattress maid. That means
a mattress maid. Then you somebody she didn't get.
Oh Lord, trouble in paradise.
Brown on brown action.
Yeah,
but I don't say she's. I think she was a little. And I'm not going to even say promiscuous. I say she was dating. Oh yeah, right. However, even if she did get it, it's already been 8 weeks now. I'm gonna need some more, sir. If I'm putting it in my mouth, it should be able to go other places.
Come on now, y'all. We all grown. That's a minute.
I'm be waiting on.
And that's her husband. Know why he?
And you holding me up.
You holding me up because I'm backed up. Because if I gotta turn around and go get batteries while your ass is over here, like, are you not even handling me at all? Like, we not doing nothing.
He ain't. Nope. That's why she frustrated and upset.
He turning over and going to sleep. That's bullshit, Waldo. That's bullshit. That's selfish 101.
I would have went off on him.
Me too. I wouldn't have been crying. He'd have been crying.
Dang.
But she kept doing it. She kept doing it, so that's her bad.
Okay, go ahead, Brown.
Hear me now. They are going to work out.
Look at him, Team Ryan and Clara.
Trust me. And I can't even say I'm Team Ryan and Clara, but I see this. Number one, I think this was the one couple where we're gonna nudge a little storyline along because y'all kind of bored. We're gonna come up with something. I think this thing is manufactured a little bit because if it was as bad as it was, why are you moving in week 2?
Because she want a man.
Because she want a man.
But she gotta. So
she homeless.
She on the show.
Y'all didn't already see she
trying to get out the trailer.
But
trying to get out that trailer park.
You're already in a paid apartment for 8 weeks. You're in a paid apartment for 8 weeks. So you've up and moved out and gone into his apartment.
Security, sir.
You already secure for at least 8 weeks.
Sure.
You're already secure.
No, I'm getting that long-term security because I get out that trailer park.
Trust me, her parents. She's not at a place where she desperate or she might be desperate for a relationship, but I don't think money is an issue. She's not. Now, if you told me Virginia was like that, okay, I could believe that, but I don't think she's in a position where desperation financially is an issue.
I don't think so either.
I think relationship-wise, they're further along, and I just think this might be some drummed up stuff. So yeah, I think the sex may be an issue, but I think they're gonna be fine.
I don't know about.
I think they're gonna be fine because I think what he's doing is building something that she's never had, and when it comes, it's gonna be good. Trust me. Trust me on this. That's all I'm saying.
I roll here.
You're giving her too much credit. You're giving Ryan too much credit. You're giving Ryan too much credit.
It's not even him. it's not even him. I think it's more of what she's been missing. You know, I think she's missing something that she didn't even know she was missing. Because when you talk about, I just have sex is sex, like you've not had an emotional connection at all.
Okay.
I want to hear from Iva. Because the facial expression.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I checked out a long time ago when he kept calling the girl.
No, thank you. Yeah. You know, you do not want to hear from.
No, I think he's still trying to feel her out to see if he even like her for sure. Okay.
I agree, but you still letting him suck on your little pee, Ryan. You're still letting her suck on your little pee, and that's unfair.
Exactly, and that's not fair. And so he's trying to figure out, like, do I want to give her our virginity?
No, but that's a lead on. That's a lead on. That's foul. That's foul as fuck.
That's not the same thing, because I remember saying, "Don't be a tease." We have women that, women, we'd be like, "Don't tease them. If you ain't gonna touch them, don't let them. Don't do all this stuff with them. Don't do that if you're not actually gonna have sex." Is this not the same thing?
It is, because now this is how she's showing restraint. Because if I'm sucking you and I'm getting hard, sorry, people, close y'all ears. If you got kids, get your kids out the room. If you sucking him and getting him hard and whatever the hell, she doing real good by not hopping on his ass and jumping on him and taking that shit. Now that's rape. She doing real good,
but she shut her down. And just like Dr. Pepper said, I'm feeling like she's taking it as rejection. And that's why she's crying. That's why she's crying. She's sitting up here crying because you letting me get you off. Maybe you letting me get you off, but you ain't giving me nothing in return.
What? Too much?
I'm putting you out.
Oh my
God!
On mute. Okay, you need to go to the corner now. He needs to go to the corner.
Oh, it ain't good.
You in timeout. Don't say nothing.
I'm gonna sit over here.
What is going on in that brown house?
Yes.
The door, Brown. The door. The door.
I'm gonna look off.
This fool said too much teeth. Oh my God.
At least she getting teeth.
Her.
At least he getting teeth. He is. And then what did he say to Dr. Pepper? Oh.
He didn't say nothing.
I didn't think of it like that.
There's so many of these people that are so funny to me about how they don't break when they're being taught something different. It's not one of these times that somebody been brought up something that's valid, do they say, okay, you know what, I see how I'm doing that. Is that an adult thing? Is that after 40 when you finally able to say, 35 when you finally able to say, you know what, you're right. I that's fucked up. I shouldn't have did that. I've never heard any of these people do that. They be valid as hell. Brianna just started looking like a little blank puppy. Ryan, old big-eared ass, just be sitting there like,
don't be saying nothing. How about if you don't want to
never acknowledge it?
How about if you don't want to have sex with her, don't let her suck on you? I mean, clearly say, I'm not ready for that. We can hold each other. We can be close, but let's not do that.
Okay.
Maybe he tried, but she overpowered him.
Oh my God. Okay, turn back the other direction.
Now you got 2 more minutes in the penalty box, sir. And hashtag you did it to yourself. Okay, you did it to yourself.
She was real aggressive.
But if I would do that, if I would snatch your pants off you to put it there, then I might as well jump on you.
Oh.
Right.
And here we go.
You're going to let me put it in my mouth. You're going to let me do all that, but you don't want to do nothing else.
Nope.
I don't think so.
He don't drink?
Nope.
Because my situation, when I was told no, I must admit, it was like, okay, well, have this drink. You had this one. So I think that maybe drinking. Maybe he didn't drink.
No, remember he don't.
Okay, Bill Cosby.
I was Cosby.
That is.
I was Cosby.
Oh my God.
But I married him. Oh Lord.
Does it help?
Okay, because this whole thing with Ryan, he's not used to operating in a male's capacity.
Oh my God! Now we making him trans.
It was Ryan.
I'm off of
Ryan. What? Let me have we go. Ryan Denise. Now it's Ryan.
Right.
It was Ryan Denise at birth. Now it's Ryan Dennis.
Right. Ryan Dillon, something like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But he's not used to functioning as a male. Okay.
Look, whether he's a man or a female, he been letting her do oral on him, and he ain't been reciprocating.
Yeah, that's the first faux pas. That's the first foul. That's the first strike.
Maybe she need to stop. This is what my take is. Maybe she should stop. Don't do it to completion. Maybe that's
First of all, she should have stopped a long time ago. Completion my ass.
She probably was the aggressor. You know, she was going down on him and he was just letting her. You know it was.
Right. He was just letting her.
That's what
she thinking he gonna reciprocate or it's gonna turn into sex and it did not.
But don't do it no more. You would have had one good time. One time. Okay, so
maybe two. I'm gonna keep it funky. Maybe two. Maybe
two. I was gonna say maybe two. Because maybe I did it too long the first time and you came super fast. So I was like, no. But then the second time, I'm gonna stop. You know, just and see what happens. So maybe you doing it, bro. You're doing too much.
Just like Haley, when they was like, oh, she did it to the boy and he didn't like it, he didn't put it down. Okay, you do it once. If he didn't put it down, you try one more to make sure. I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. Right, let me see something. Let me see something. Because was I too drunk this time and it was hella good and now I'm sober and this or
maybe he may have been, it could have been the Jake.
Yeah.
I think Jake maybe had been a while. Maybe it had been a while for Jake and he was just nervous.
But you at least try one more time, especially if you married. I mean, and this is just
Jake
me,
and
strong. I'm not no hoe.
Jake looks strong. Jake looks strong. He looked like he could pick her up and do different stuff, but maybe he was nervous.
But I'm saying he looks like he was willing to try. He was ready to aim to please. He was gonna aim to please.
Right.
And she should have let him at least one more time. Well, he wears shirts and shit. Does she pick? Of course he's teachable. He is moldable. All you had to do, and if you don't like how he do it, put his ass on his back and you work it, bitch.
I bet you see on that bracelet, he really be pleasing her. Okay.
Right. Put that bracelet on. That's all you got on. That right. If he came in the house and all you had on was that bracelet, look, I've got your bracelet. I bet you she be flipped sideways. They be getting so many damn complaints because they be on the damn
complaints.
He'd be like, come on.
Dogs, they would get complaints because they making too much noise and they have
noise.
Right. Come on, let's go to the beach. She missing out. She boo on the beach, bitch. What you say?
Girl, you could have been right on that beach having a good time.
Right. Girl, with security, because Jacob comes with security. Okay.
You know that white sand in your ass.
He got security. Money. He got a nice body. His body's nice. He looked like he's moldable, teachable. Okay. Come on now.
Because he's at that age. You know, they say he's 38, but we already know he's 48. I know he's a brother. So he's an age brother. We know he's older than that. So he is at the point to where, yes, you know, certain things are not deal breakers anymore.
Steak. He looked like he was open to eating different things.
Oh my gosh.
He's drinking wine with you and your friends.
Girl, he said he ain't never drank so much in his whole life.
They're going to be turning up next week in Hilton Head. How you go to Hilton Head and not get it in?
Girl,
why you looking like that?
I was just like, Hilton Head, is that where y'all send them?
Mm-hmm.
But I like Hilton Head.
Hilton Head is nice, though.
Somewhere that was open.
No, somewhere they could drive. Somewhere they could drive. Because Atlanta, how far?
Want to get it in? Hilton Head is a good place to go.
How far is that from y'all?
But the beach is set.
Like 3 hours.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, because
it's close. It's close. And
mm-hmm.
it's you know, you can film there and not worry about nothing because everybody old and they go to bed early.
Stop it. If they're not playing golf, out there.
Hilton Head.
Hilton Head is nice.
It's really nice. It's beautiful. It is.
Look, hopefully Haley would get drunk and give him some more action.
But he ain't worried. He would take it too.
I don't know if he would take it.
He would take it. He'd be so happy. He would take it.
I think he would take, because if he didn't, then she was like, I tried to give the booty. And he said, no, I have the bracelet on too. I don't understand.
Oh no, she gonna get that bracelet.
You better have that bracelet by next week.
She better get that bracelet back.
Yeah.
Either give it back to me or start wearing it.
Don't wear it now. Give me my shit back.
Exactly. Don't wear it now. Give me my shit back. I still got the receipt. It's 8 weeks. I'm taking that shit back.
She's gonna be petty and give it back to him when she really should be taking that $800 bracelet and keeping it. but she's gonna be petty and give it back.
It was cute.
Well, what kind of bracelet? It's infinity. What kind of gold is that? That's $800.
White gold with diamonds. Yeah,
girl, that's some white gold or some platinum or something.
It must be some white something.
Oh my gosh, y'all are hilarious.
He could have even overcharged a little bit. I was like, you paid $800 for that, bro? I know somebody could have got you $25.
For real. Every kiss begins with K, fool. Where you get that? Zales?
You know what? On that note,
please.
We are done. All right, good people. Thank you so much for checking us out. Definitely share, like, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Leave your comments. What are your thoughts on this week's episode? Do you think Ryan is a woman or do you think he's a full-on woman?
Poor Paige.
Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Paige.
Yeah, I kind of miss Paige and Chris.
No, I didn't miss them at all. It was pleasant.
They were boring enough.
Yeah.
I want to see what wig she had on.
So basically, you saying that Paige's wigs and Brianna's daddy's teeth need to have their own show?
Brianna's daddy need his own show. Just an hour of him looking. He ain't got to say nothing. Just looking.
I don't want to see that for no hour. That's nasty.
Right.
All right, good people. I will talk to you next week.